Name one foreign leader that you respect and look up to. Anybody?
Mine was Shimon Peres.
No, okay, I'm talking about living. Go ahead. You got to do this anywhere, any continent. Canada, Mexico, Europe, over there, Asia, South America, Africa. Name a foreign leader that you respect.
I guess I'm having an Aleppo moment in the former president of Mexico.
But I'm giving you the whole world.
I know.
Anybody in the world you like. Anybody. Pick any leader.
The former president of Mexico.
Which one?
I'm having a brain.
Well, name anybody.
Fox.
Aleppo 2.0 for Libertarian presidential nominee Garrett Johnson. He could not identify an influential world leader. This coming after he asked an interviewer what Aleppo was. I feel bad for him, Brian Brenberg. Maybe there's more to this story.
Well, you know, it's tough. As you said, when you're on jeopardy with every question, it's very, very difficult. Yeah. You know, you've got a specific fact, name, place. But the problem is it plays into this conception that libertarians live at 10,000 feet, but they can't get real world about anything. And he's playing right into that.
Or you pivot a little bit. Be like, yeah, well, at least I don't say that I admire Putin and, like, hit Trump. Do something. You can't just keep being like, well, I don't know. You know, well, you just don't.
To give him some slack, it's possible he just didn't want to name one because he doesn't have an answer intentionally.
He doesn't like anybody.
Now, he did struggle with, I think he was talking about Vicente Fox.
Yes, he was.
He did struggle with that, but maybe he couldn't name anyone. But again, it's Kat, because you know him. It's his delivery.
I know. He gets a little goofy.
It's goofballery.
He is a smart guy, but you can't do stuff like that. You really can't. It's a media training thing, too. That's the thing. It really is.
Like the tongue holding, which you asked him about.
Well, all I said was, why did you stick your tongue out? And he did it again the other day. I mean, look, I think he's just trying to be human and funny.
Yeah.
And that's why he did it again. But look at this new Monmouth University poll. Kat, I want to get your take on this. 70% of voters say that the presidential election has brought out the worst in people. 7% claim to have ended friendships over the presidential race. What do you think the negative sentiment means for the next president? You know, I was with somebody recently and they said, you know what, I've ended friendships for anybody who has gotten behind Donald Trump.
I've seen that too. I've seen people saying you should break up with somebody if they support Donald Trump or this or that. I also think maybe it's just that a lot more people are paying attention to the election now than they were before. So you're in situations now more than I've been in the past, where you're at a bar, you're at a party, and people are actually talking about politics, and they're talking about the election, and things get heated. People start yelling at each other. We know from even the numbers of watching debates, things like that, that more people are paying attention now, and it is more polarizing because of the narrative of, if you support Trump, you're not a Trump supporter, you're a sexist, you're a racist, you're a bad person. And it's gotten so personal, and it really shouldn't be. Really, you know, students getting in trouble, different schools are like wearing Trump hats, saying it's racist, this and that. The things are equated when they shouldn't be.
And why are those people who say, oh, I'm not friends with you because of who you're voting for, why are they the judge, the jury, and the executor?
Right, absolutely. They shouldn't be.
I like surrounding myself with people who don't have the same opinion. Right. I like being, I mean, those are my friends, that we can have a smart conversation about what these two candidates represent, what these two parties represent, without getting into the name call.
Because this high and mighty attitude of people who don't support Trump, if you support Trump, you're this or that, are exactly why Trump won the nomination, is because of people being sick of someone looking down on them and not having someone's, you know, this is my guy, he's not looking down on me, he's not all high and mighty.
The elitist attitude.
Exactly. It reminds me of what's happening on college campuses. You see the lack of honest debate on college campuses, and not really, you know, it's sort of not allowed. We won't even tolerate the differences, and that's sort of spilling over into this election a little bit, and you just see this culture of I can't disagree with you in a respectful way, and that is a problem for the next president. There are going to be disagreements. Politics is about compromise, and as a society we have to have the sort of the civic virtues to be able to practice democracy, really.
Yeah. It's a sad moment.
No, but if you can, you might not like everything about Donald Trump, but if you can't understand why he's resonating with people, then this country's doomed to fail, because there's a giant part of this nation who feel completely left out and left behind. And you are an elitist if you can't at least understand why people are so passionate.
And then you are the reason that he's resonating.
If you just dismiss them as being a bunch of racists.
Yeah.
Or, excuse me, a basket of deplorables.
No, that's it. That's right. All right. Up next, the battle for the White House could have a big impact on your house. What living in a red state versus blue state means for your home.